Hello, pilots, and welcome back to Season 1 of Out of Art Gaming's Flight Academy. Today we have Game 24 of this round-robin single-ship tournament. As ever, the format rules are in the description below, but once again for this matchup, I am joined by...
James. I'm back to do more of these little videos. They've been great fun to watch, even the ones I'm not commentating on.
I mean, they have been good fun. We've had a lot of views on them. A lot of people have enjoyed them, which has been absolutely fantastic. And we very much enjoyed putting these together and getting them out for you guys. So if you're enjoying them, we enjoy that. That is absolutely brilliant. But as I said, we are getting close to the end now. This is game 24. And we have two ships that we've seen plenty of times on here, but we're going to go through them again. James, did you want to run through what Quinn has got?
Yes, so Quinn has got his Kanan Jarrus in the Hawk with predictive shots, maul, shield upgrade, and the Moldy Crow title. And he's up against...
He is up against Ben, who's running Anakin Skywalker in the Etta 2 with brilliant evasion, outmaneuver, R2A6, and stealth device. So two ships doing two very different things.
We've got another Jedi v Jedi matchup, though.
Yes, we do actually, don't we?
Just very different kinds of ways of playing a Jedi ship.
Yeah, I mean, we've got three Jedis in this, and each one does its things quite differently. In the tournament.
Right, I was going to say, because there's three Force users here, but Maul is certainly not a Jedi.
No. But we've got three Jedi pilots in this, and all of them are doing things very differently, but very interestingly, I think. Especially, I think the biggest wild card of this tournament was Kanan Jarrus in the Hawk.
Yeah, I mean, even in this game, well, in most of Kanan's games, the turret.
Yeah.
That's helped out loads.
I mean, Kanan's ability is brilliant, and it could work out quite dangerous here for Anakin, especially if he hasn't got a bullseye shot lined up. So for those of you that can't remember,
go for it.
Kanan's ability is that he can spend a force to allow a defender in his turret arc or himself, when they become the defender, the attacker rolls one less attack dice. So
how many attack dice does Anakin have?
It all depends on how he is facing. So if it's in his regular arc, he has 2. If it's in the bullseye, he has 3. So Ben's got to hope that he's getting bullseye shots, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to get those shots through. Yeah,
he needs to get in close to guarantee even just enough red dice, really.
Yeah.
But then we've also got an interesting interaction with like the predictive shot versus the brilliant evasion. I'm curious to see if that comes into play here, but trying to land any damage on an Anakin Skywalker, I feel like you'd want to be using that predictive shot, even if you've landed just the one hit, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, he's got 3 evade dice naturally, plus his stealth device.
Oh, yes, he has the stealth device as well. I would, definitely be leaning on that predictive shot.
Yeah, if he can get that to trigger, which I'm not sure how easy that is going to be able to trigger, because that Anakin is extremely maneuverable.
Yeah, we've seen Ben in the other games just avoiding shots like the plague. It's impressive. I mean, the R2A6 astromech helps massively with that.
Oh, I love that astromech. I mean, I've mentioned it on a previous game where we talked about it, but he's an astromech that if I'm using Ricole and the Naboo Starfighter, it's an auto include on that. But I think in this, it's such a good option. It works so well.
The utility it gives a high initiative pilot like Anakin is incredible. And that's what we've seen over the last games with it.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Ben has not actually taken any damage in this tournament.
Well, I mean, that might change here. He's kind of just going straight at Kanan and Kanan's arc is, he's got his front arc thanks to the title, and the turret is facing to the ship's left, so towards the upper side of the screen, which is the entire half of the board at the moment because of the angle of the Hawk. So good luck dodging that.
Again, another great thing is because Kanan has Anakin in arc, outmaneuver's not in play here either. So Kanan's going to have his full complement of evades, +1 for being range. Oh, that's tough.
Is that
range 3 in bullseye, but range 2 normally by the look of it? From this angle, it's really tough to see. It might just clip range 2.
I mean, I think you go for the more red dice. Don't you?
He has.
Which I think he has done, but it's only 2 dice because of Kanan's ability.
Yeah.
Yes.
So again, absolutely brilliant, set of cards there for Quinn, and now he has the advantage that he can just do a range 2 shot by the look of it.
But Anakin does have those force tokens and what looks like might be an evade, isn't it?
That is an evade in there, yes. So two force, brilliant evasion, and an evade token. It's going to be tricky. And that's not
even one hit to try and get a predictive shot through. That's not good.
With predictive shot, it does need to be in the bullseye though, so it wouldn't be able to trigger that.
I've not used it a whole lot, so I will try and keep that in mind.
So after you declare an attack, if the defender is in your bullseye, you may spend 1 force. If you do, during the roll defense step, the defender cannot roll more defense dice than the number of hits or crit results.
That probably won't come up then, because Anakin is quite easily going to avoid that.
Absolutely.
I mean, if Quinn can pull it off, that'll be amazing. I mean that's bullseye, but they're touching.
That's
not quite
the Quinn stopping special there. I did play a game against Quinn the other night. Actually, he wasn't using the Hawk, but he was using ships that had stops, and he used those stops a lot. And
he does seem to like them.
Yeah, I was trying to predict when and where he was going to use them, and it was at the point his Upsilon had stress. I was like, it has to move. It's not going to stop. And I was just like, now where's it going to move? It was actually It was harder because I was like, I kind of wanted it just to stop so that I knew where it already was and could be. But that's X-Wing for you. You don't know what your opponent is going to do.
Looks like Quinn is rotating the turret to the rear to try and keep Anakin in check. Has been guessed correctly on the direction? Not really.
No, and he's actually
done... But the Talon roll is, I think, a safe bet for where that round started.
Yeah, he could boost in and get an arc, I reckon.
He could also just barrel roll and get some more distance.
Or if he barrel rolled down, he might. I don't think he'd get out of arc, but he would definitely have a shot.
I feel like if you want a shot, the boost is safer.
Oh, no. There we go. There's the barrel roll down.
Okay.
So that puts him in arc. Outmaneuver will be in play here because it's only if you are... it's the front arc that stops outmaneuver, not the turret arc.
So I don't think Kanan used his ability there, did he? Or is it range 1?
It's range 1. Range 1. They did better.
I thought that might be range 2.
No, it sneaks into range 1 there.
Okay. But no damage.
No damage, so
Kanan...
happy Kanan.
Kanan again?
Quinn, replace those dice. That's 2 rounds in a row, full blanks. That is...
Yeah.
With all those focus as well, with all that focus, you just need a paint.
I mean, it's a bit of a shame it's not version 1 Moldy Crow title, because he would have so many more focus tokens by now. Because he hasn't had to spend any.
You just leave a line of focus tokens behind you, to be honest.
Yeah, it was a bit so you can just have a train.
Yeah.
But yeah, this round's looking much more in Ben's favour because there's only really one place that Kanan's going to end up, so you can really close that gap safely.
Absolutely, but he has got that target lock on there now, so if he does have that poor dice again, that is going to be helpful. Ooh, is Ben taking it a bit further back then?
I don't know. I feel like maybe go for a boost to try and get the bullseye.
I think I kind of agree. I do think I agree, but
Also, that might get you into range 1. No, playing it safe. Fair
playing
enough.
it safe, taking the evade.
I mean, you got 3 hull and that's it. So playing it safe, probably the sensible thing to do. We just like seeing destruction.
Oh, absolutely. And it doesn't look like much happened there, but we do like seeing destruction on this.
Yeah, I'm assuming that was a 1 die attack due to Kane's ability. Kane returning fire with Kane on the dice. I'm assuming 2 hits.
Yep, and
that's a lot of green
the evade.
Yeah.
Right, well, whilst they are setting their dials, I just want to remind you guys that if you do enjoy what we're doing here at Out of Arc Gaming, you can support us on Patreon by clicking the link in the description below. If you go for our top level, you can actually tell us what we have to fly on the channel. And I will say, keep an eye out in a couple of weeks. We do actually have a Patreon submitted list going up on the channel. And let me tell you, it was an interesting list and it was a really fun game.
You teased it on your Instagram.
I did tease it on my Instagram, but I didn't say which one.
You didn't, but there was a picture and the ships look interesting. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one.
It was a good, fun game. It was actually one of the first games I'd actually managed to play in about a month, because I've been so busy recording games that I just hadn't had a chance to play myself. So it was really nice to actually get back on the table and throw some dice around and try and remember how things work.
Indeed. Oh, that's an interesting barrel roll.
Yeah.
I guess keeping the distance a bit more gives you more room for next turn, maybe planning ahead some more. You may as well go for 1 hit.
Yeah. Oh, it gets it through. Gets it through.
Still no points, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think with Kanan's ability, it's so... In a normal game, it's very situational. In this, it just comes into play every single time. And ships that don't have 3 attacks, like 3 dice attacks normally, will suffer against this. So,
yeah, in a 1v1, Kanan can be totally selfish with the force he has and just use them defensively every turn. Whereas in a normal game, you might want to spend them to help a friend, help out a ship that's really in trouble. Here, just lower your attack dice every time.
I mean, I'm pretty confident in saying that every other ship in the tournament has a natural 3 dice attack, or at least has one because of an upgrade card. So it's not just in the bullseye. But this could be... Oh, is he getting out of the... I think he's just got himself out of bullseye. Is he... I think the arc might be to the left there.
It might be, yeah. Kanan. Doesn't look like it's facing to the rear anymore.
Yeah, it could be avoiding the shot.
Oh, he's rolling... Okay, so range 1.
Yeah.
Again, no doubt. Yeah, it's an interesting setup because there's Kane reducing the attack dice of Anakin, so Anakin's not doing any damage, and Kanan just cannot land a hit on Anakin.
Yeah. I mean, it did very much look like this was going to be Kanan's, almost Kanan's game to lose because he's controlling Ben's dice so well. But...
We can see the timer at the top is heading towards 0, and I doubt that we're going to see anything get totally destroyed this next turn. So how does final salvo work for Anakin with the varying printed attack dice?
So
we choose the highest, or
we went with the highest. So I thought it was easiest. We went with the highest printed attack dice on the ship card.
Right, so Kanan only gets 2 because the Moldy Crow is a title card, not printed on the ship.
Yeah, so Kanan would only get 2, which is unfortunate, but again, we kind of went with it has to be on the ship card because I know it wouldn't come into effect here because they took cannons off of Anakin. But if someone had heavy laser cannon and went, well, I'll use the heavy laser cannon as my final salvo. And also there is no modding of dice in final salvo either. So you can't say, oh, my ship had a focus or a force to modify it. It doesn't work like that. So we did have people ask.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, Final Salvo doesn't come into effect very often. I think I've only ever had it.
No, it doesn't.
I think I've had it 2 or 3 times in the whole.
Is that one focus?
Oh,
wait.
Oh, it's. I think they're debating whether it's cocked or not, and they went with it. It's fine.
Man, Kanan did not get to spend those focuses, did he?
Oh, he got to spend 1, and there's plenty of evades there. That's
nothing.
I mean, that was a shame for Quinn. His dice really didn't.
Yeah, especially those early shots.
Yeah. And
that's the final salvo.
Hit focus for Quinn, and it was 2 hits.
Oh,
for
that 1
Ben,
extra attack die.
Ben gets it on the final salvo, but although there wasn't much damage in there, there was some really good, strong flying and good use of everyone's upgrades there, I feel.
Good use of maneuvers. We had the stop, we had the sloop, we had. It was good.
It was good. Solid flying. So well done, Quinn and Ben. Really enjoyed that. So thank you very much there, guys. And James, thank you very much for joining us.
You're welcome.
And guys, don't forget, if you do like what we're doing, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. The link for the Patreon is in the description below, and we will see you next time.